Oh, well, I can't. You can't really visualize a snap. But, like, audio will line up with the phone and the. I better do a clap just in case. Got a windscreen on here because I noticed some pops when I was editing the last video, my Batman video. Anyway, let's talk about The Last Jedi. No! There's a lot of opinions out there about this movie. Not a lot of them agree with each other. Personally, I liked it. I think there's a lot of good in the movie. Enough good for me to overlook the bad in it, which I acknowledge there's a lot of slip-ups, but I appreciate that Rian Johnson, writer-director for those who aren't aware, he tried to do something different. Like, The Force Awakens was good, but it was like comfort food. Like, you knew what you were getting. It was all familiar. Like, it wasn't anything that blew your mind, except for the fact that it was a new Star Wars. But The Last Jedi tried to be something different, which I appreciate, which is part of the reason why it's my favorite of the sequel trilogy. I know maybe that's a hot take, but if it's not your favorite, it's not your cup of tea, that's fine, but still watch this video because I think you're watching it wrong. What do I mean by that? Well, I'm talking specifically about the scene, the flashback scene, where Luke approaches Kylo in the tent when he's sleeping. That when you say it out loud like that, it sounds really creepy. Like, oh, his uncle came up to him in his tent while he was sleeping. Like, what? Anyway, I know that a lot of people who don't like The Last Jedi, they complain about the characterization of Luke and say that he's not accurate to what we last saw him in the original trilogy. But the thing is, like, in the original trilogy, we don't see Luke fully developed. We see him developing, and we think he's fully developed, but it's been 30 years since we see him in The Last Jedi. Like, so much could have changed. Like, I haven't even been alive 30 years, and I've changed a lot over the years. Granted, most of that was me growing up, so it could be very different. But I mean, when we see Luke in the first movie, he's like, what, like, he's supposed to be 17 or something like that? I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a Star Wars expert. Don't, like, if, leave a comment, tell me I'm wrong. Please. I'd like to hear, like, an expert Star Wars fan's opinion of my interpretation. Once this video's done, don't come at me like, oh, it's so bad because of this and that. But anyway, in the scene, we get three different versions. One where Luke's like, oh, I went to talk to Ben and then he attacked me or whatever. And then you get the second version where Ben's like, oh, I was just sleepy and then he went and drew his lightsaber so I defended myself. And then you have the final one, which is supposed to be the real one, where Luke's like, ah, yeah, I thought about it, but I didn't do anything. And here's the thing. In all three of their versions, in all three versions of the story we see in the movie, never once did the voiceover mention a lightsaber. The voiceover just mentioned a passing thought. So, my interpretation, my analysis of the scene, my informal analysis, I get it, because of the, whatever, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. But, the way I like to view the scene is metaphorically. So my interpretation is that Luke didn't actually draw his lightsaber. And I know, you're like, but he did, we saw it. But here's the thing. Film is a visual medium, right? So you have to be able to display characters' thoughts and feelings visually. Like, if you see someone frowning, they're sad. If you see someone smiling, they're happy. And there's things that you can not show on screen. Like, you can't show thoughts. You can have, like, a voiceover, but you can't, like, show him thinking about killing Ben without him actually having a weapon at the ready. See, if he had a voiceover and he said, I thought about killing him, well, fans would be like, well, that's not so bad. But showing him have the lightsaber, you can actually see that he's actually thinking about it. But here's the thing. The Force, you can use it to, like, sense people's feelings and read their minds. But again, I'm not like a Star Wars expert, so this could be completely wrong. And if I am wrong, go ahead and leave a comment and say that's not how the Force works. Get it? Get the reference? I think you do. Anyway, I think that Kylo Ren sensed that Luke saw the darkness in him, and Luke thought for a moment the only way I can stop him is if I kill him. But I don't think he actually drew his lightsaber. I think Rian Johnson, writer and director, he decided to show Luke drawing the lightsaber to heighten the drama and say that Luke was considering killing him. But I don't think in reality that Luke actually drew the lightsaber. He had a thought like, am I going to have to kill my student? And Ben heard that, or sensed that through the Force. He sensed, oh, he's thinking about killing me. So then he was like, I'm just gonna collapse this place, or whatever. You know the scene. And I've been playing clips throughout this, just short clips. So, yeah, that's my interpretation. My interpretation is that the whole scene is metaphorical, and that Luke didn't actually draw his lightsaber, but merely thought about the possibility of killing Ben in order to help the greater good and balance the Force, or whatever the Jedi say. Granted, this is my interpretation, so you could say I'm wrong, you could say I'm right, but I'd say watch the scene again, or maybe watch the movie again if you didn't like Luke's portrayal in it, and yeah. So, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching. I like to call this a mirror shot because I don't know if you can see, but you can see my phone, which I use as my camera, because I'm too cheap to buy an actual camera. Like, who needs an actual camera when you got a phone? As long as there's good sound, right? Anyway, yeah, if you haven't, go ahead and check out my Batman video that I made last week, depending on when I upload this. Or subscribe to my channel. Go check out my other channel where I make my own, like, short films that's been fairly inactive for a while. Yeah, leave a comment, subscribe, leave a like, share this video with your friends. Share it with your friends who hate The Last Jedi. Share it with your friends who like The Last Jedi. Share it with your friends who've never heard of Star Wars. See what they think. See what they would think, like, watching this video talking about a movie they've never seen. I wonder, like, does anyone ever watch a video essay, like interpret an interpretation about something that they haven't even seen? Like, if you haven't, like, seriously, share this with a friend who hasn't seen any Star Wars movie and see what they think. And leave a comment. Like, I'm genuinely curious, like, what someone's response would be to a video about it like that. Anyway, I've been going on long enough. Again, thanks for watching. Like, share, comment, subscribe, etc. Goodbye.